to another video, and what I've got for you today is quite well known car on the Japanese performance car scene. They're quite a common sort of car, but they're still, I thought it would be good to get just a quick little reviewing of the thing. And it's a 2011 Subaru Impreza STI Type UK, so it's a 2.5 turbo, 4-wheel drive, and this actual car, it's a 5-door hatchback, and it's got a few couple of little bits of bobs done to it. So it's had like a remap, a MILLTEK exhaust, and an induction kit. So it goes quite well, and it's got obviously a low line front splitter as well, which you'll see in the video in a short while. So yeah, I mean, they're quite a popular car, and I mean, what I'll do is I'll go for a quick little walk around the car. Aesthetically, it looks completely standard, so there's not a lot to really talk about the outside, but the whole drive and the whole feel of the thing is very, very good compared to a standard car. So I'll go through that more on the drive in a short while. So yeah, you'll see that in a few minutes. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy the video. Subscribe to our channel, like, share the video, help us grow. We've got plenty of other content to come. So yeah, we'll go for a little walk around the car, and then yeah, we'll go for a drive. So enjoy. Yeah, so here it is. It's a 2011 car, WRX STI Type UK, 350 odd horsepower. It's been remapped to. Yeah, so generally it's a very, very tidy looking, very good looking car, and it's got the performance to match, to be fair. They're quite a handful of a car, but they're an awesome car for a daily driver. See at the interior, nice little steering wheel with the STI logo on the airbag. Recaro, this one comes with the Recaro STI stitch bucket seats, so they're an upgrade from the standard sort of car. And again, they're generally a very, very nice sort of car to drive. Very good little daily sort of commuter. Now, as with most Japanese cars from this sort of era, they're quite plain inside. They're quite a sort of it's only got the touches that you need. So nothing excessive on the dashboard, nothing really, just the 3 heater controls here, the vents, the stereo, a nice little STI logo on the center console, which lights up in the dark, well, when you've got your lights on. And then the actual SI drive, sports, sharp, intelligent modes with the adjustable diff. And again, with this car being a 2011, it's the facelift model, so it comes with the better looking front end. It's a bit sharper. The pre-facelift cars had a bit of a round sort of front bumper to them, whereas the facelift cars had these extra little vents over here. The side vents are standard on all of them, which is a good little feature, to be fair. And it's just a whole redesign of the front bumper. They come with obviously your usual xenon lights and stuff. So yeah, we'll go for a little drive, and like I said previously, I hope you enjoy the video. We're still new to this thing, and I got hold of this car just for a short while this morning, so I thought I'd make a quick little video of it, just to show you guys what a slightly modded but standard looking Impreza STI feels like if you haven't already driven one or been in one. Alright, so here we are, guys. Now, these cars, I know a lot of the Subaru fanatics, when they first come out, were quite disappointed, and to be fair, I was probably one of them too. We always used to see in the saloon style Subaru Imprezas, and then when Subaru released this hatchback thing, and it was like, right, okay, they did lose quite a few of their fans, so to say, but eventually most of them did come back, purely because I think it was a case of the change. It was just the whole idea of the shape changing and stuff. When it grew on people, people were back to the Subaru scene, because everything else was still pretty much the same. It was, I mean, these cars are very refined considering the nature of the car, and they've also, I mean, with this actual particular model that I'm driving today being the 2011 car, so it's the facelift Impreza STI. They've come, I mean, this comes with like a very decent spec list. It's got like your multifunction steering wheel, cruise control, xenon headlights, and the biggest feature in these things is these Recaro bucket seats. The standard Subaru seats, they're very flat, they're not very hugging, they're just a normal average bucket seat. But with the actual facelift cars, and I think the pre-facelifts in the 330S came with these seats, and some of the JDM models, and the Recaro bucket seats are fantastic. Honestly, they are great. If you've never sat on a Recaro seat in these cars, they're great. They feel pretty much the same as all the other reclining Recaros that you can buy, and they are quite hugging, and they almost give you that sense of that confidence in when you're driving it. You're not, if you plant it around a roundabout or around a bend, or they keep you very, very much in your seat as opposed to sliding along. Now, I mean, this car itself, it's got a couple of little modifications as previously mentioned, and it's still, I mean, with the MILLTEK exhaust, it's a non-resonated, it's the quieter one, should I say. It's the resonated system. So you don't get much drone at all. The standard Subarus, kind of like the exhaust on them, you couldn't quite hear the Subaru burble, which is what Subaru were really known for. The noise that they made was just completely different to any other car that people were used to seeing. But on a standard exhaust system, you can't really hear it. It's very tame, it's very quiet. But the MILLTEK on this, it really does emphasize on that Subaru Boxer burble. And it's also, I mean, it's got the K&N induction kit, so you can hear it whooshing, and it releases the pressure, and you can hear it. And it's I mean, you'll probably get a little gist of what I'm talking about as I'm driving it, and we'll open it up a little bit here. The car's nice and warm. These cars are really, really a great all-round car. And I mean, the hatchback is a bit more practical than the previous saloon models, purely because you can use the rear seats and boot all together as you can with a normal hatchback. And it's just the whole feel in this car. I mean, that was just in sports mode, and in sports sharp, it's actually been remapped to 350 odd horsepower, is what I'm told by the owner of the car. And I must have, even in normal sort of like 300 horsepower mode, they pull quite strong. They actually pull very strong. It's a four-wheel drive, as you already must know, as with all Subaru Impreza STIs, and they just grip and go. I mean, the road conditions at the moment are it's a little bit, should we say, on the damp side of things, but it's not. And there's no hesitation, no nothing. You plant your foot and they just go. And these are renowned for their handling. Handling on an Impreza is quite literally great. There's only one way to put it. They're great. Right, so we put it in sports sharp mode now. Second gear, and this car is absolutely amazing. Honestly, this car is great. The way the power is delivered is just, it's awesome. And now they've come with a symmetrical four-wheel drive system, but it is adjustable through the controls over here, the center diff. You can push more of the power to the back wheels. And to be fair, like 90% of owners leave it in auto and just let it do its thing. And I mean, the actual SI drive, they've got a few modes where you can leave it in sports mode, which is a standard sort of the mode that they come with, which is, everything's nice. It's sports sharp is a little bit throttle response is increased. I think the steering tightens up a bit, and it generally just gives you a bit more of that sportier sort of feel. And then you've got an intelligent mode here, and the intelligent mode on these cars is, it kind of like adapts to the actual road conditions. So if you're driving it on tarmac, gravel, or whatever it is, and it will just adapt, it will detect it through the wheels and sensors and stuff, and it will just adapt itself to suit the road conditions. So I mean, it's a great feature to have. It's a great feature on these cars. And so yeah, I mean, we're in sports shop. Yeah, sports shop, diffs on auto, and off the absolutely awesome. Honestly, these cars are great. They're very, very good. I know I keep mentioning these cars are great, but they are, I mean, the value for money as well. For about a pre-facelift one can be had for under £10,000, and they're a good car at that sort of a price range. There's not many cars out there, I'd say, for that sort of money you're going to be able to buy that will be able to keep up with one of these and just do the things that an Impreza STI can do. So, and the handling is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. They are a very, very, very good car when it comes to handling. And as previously mentioned, they're renowned. They're actually renowned for their handling, and the newer models don't actually let them down. They are great. I mean, the previous ones, a lot of people prefer them, and to be fair, they still are quite a desirable car amongst the actual Subaru community. But these facelift cars are just very good, and they've just kept up. They've got a few more extra bits on them. They're a bit more refined, and overall, I'd say they're a better package as a daily sort of driver. I know the previous models are, as mentioned, highly desirable, and as a weekend car or as an occasional car, they're very good. But as an everyday sort of car, honestly, you could chuck. They've got a very usable boot on them. The rear seats are perfectly fine. Front seats, obviously, now you've got Recaros in this model, but the pre-facelifts will have the non-Recaros, and the baby seats fit in them perfectly fine if you've got a family like I have myself, and they're a very good car. So I mean, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I know it's a very quick summary of the car. It's a very quick video. I've quite literally only had the car for a short while of time, so I thought I'll get something recorded and out there just for you guys to see. Please subscribe to our channel, like, share the video, and just help us grow. We've got plenty of other content, as previously mentioned. We've got plenty of other performance cars to come, and yeah, it's stuff that you'll enjoy, you know, your more affordable sort of cars. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to our channel. Hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.